I have a Facebook account. I have an FB account. See, look at the examples here. We have two different sentences giving us the same meaning. And very importantly, what we have to analyze here is the expression of articles a and an. So how do they become different in two different scenarios? Secondly, how are we supposed to pronounce the word the? Is it the cat or the cat? Next, he is an Indian or an Indian? Welcome to another episode of Learning. My name is Shibin, Assistant Professor of English, working at Vidyavahini First Grade College, Tumukuru. Here we go. Today's topic is articles. What are articles in English? There are three important articles to be discussed. The first one is a, and then an, and finally the. So these three articles are further divided into two, namely definite article and indefinite article. So let's move on to the next slide, where we will be discussing about the functions of all three articles. To begin with, let's discuss the function of the definite article the. The is used to refer to specific or particular nouns. Like for example, I am the Prince of England. I am the student of Vidyavahini First Grade College, or I am the principal. See, you look at the sentence given here, you always come across a definite subject or a definite noun. The noun seems to be very specific and particular. You have no option here, right? So the noun given in the sentence is very specific. I am the prince. There cannot be another prince. So the definite article the will be used here. Now a is used to modify non-specific or non-particular nouns. They are usually used before consonant sounds. What are consonants? Consonants are the letters that do not include vowels. For example, B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, all these are consonant. And in that case, how do I make use of an? An should be used to modify non-specific or non-particular nouns. So the examples would be letters that begin with a, E, I, O, U. Okay. A is used before a singular noun that begins with a consonant. For example, a boy, a girl, a lamp. See, we have discussed the function of a when it is used before a consonant. Now, the same article can be used before a vowel letter that sounds like a consonant. For example, a uniform, a university, a 1 rupee coin. See, look at the example here. A uniform, though it begins with a vowel, it doesn't sound like a vowel. It sounds like U. It doesn't sound like a or U, right? It sounds like U. I have given the phonetic pronunciation here. U, uniform. Again, university. So you are not supposed to be using an. Okay, so this is a bit confusing for people who have never come across this explanation. Okay, look at the third example here. A 1 rupee coin. The word 1 begins with a vowel sound O, right? But still we make use of the article A instead of an. Why is it so? It doesn't sound like a vowel. It doesn't sound like a or O. It sounds like va, right? You can look at the pronunciation here. 1. This is how we pronounce. So I have a Facebook account, and the second example is I have an FB account. See, the meaning of both the sentences would be one and the same, but we have two expressions, or the usage of article is different here. A Facebook, an FB. Why is that we use a before Facebook, and why is that we use an before FB? See, we have Facebook, which should be pronounced in this way, right? And again, an FB account, and FB is pronounced not with the letter fa, but it begins with a vowel sound F, right? F, FB. So automatically what we have to remember here is to add an before FB. An is used before a word beginning with a vowel sound. okay, an apple, an idiot, an umbrella. So these could be some of the examples for the expression an. Again, let me give you a few more examples. An is used before a word beginning with h but not sounded. For example, honor. Do we pronounce it like honor? No, we are supposed to be pronouncing it like honor. H is silent. So what is the next letter? Obviously a vowel. So we have an honor. Again, H is silent and therefore we have an before the word R. An hour. You are late for an hour, right? Okay. An honest man. Again, H is silent here. So we have an honest man. Let's now move on to the definite article the. The is used before unique objects. What are unique objects? Unique objects are nothing but universal objects or one which doesn't have two existence, right? Individual existence. For example, when you refer to the sky, you cannot think of having two sky on earth, right? So the sky is a universal thing, right? The sun, the moon. Again, moving on to the next slide. The is used before the names of rivers, oceans and deserts. I have given you one each example. The Ganges, the Pacific Ocean, the Sahara Desert. Okay. Now, the is used before the names of mountain ranges. Very important. We don't usually refer to single mountain, but when we have a series of mountains, when we have mountain ranges, we always associate or we usually relate it with the definite article the. For example, the Himalayas, the Western Ghats. Do you think the Western Ghat is only one single existence? No, there are a series of mountains. So it will be called the Western Ghats, the Nilgiris. Okay. Now, the is used before the names of books. For example, the Bible, the Ramayana, the Quran. The is used before the superlative degree. What is the superlative degree? When we speak about the concept of comparison, we have got positive, comparative and superlative degree. Positive is where we refer to only one single individual, and comparative is a comparison between two individuals. One is smarter than the other. Okay. And superlative degree is where we have three or more than three objects. Okay. He is the smartest of the rest. Let's also discuss a few more examples. The tallest. When I speak about the tallest building in the world, you cannot think of having two buildings. It should be one single building which stands as the tallest in the world. Okay. The best. When I say he is the best student in the class, you cannot think of having a second one, right? So that's how you discuss the superlative degree along with the definite article the. Let's move on to the next slide. The is used before musical instruments. For example, the flute, the piano, the violin. Okay. Now, there are other usages of the word the. I saw a girl in the park. The girl was crying. Please don't ask me why the girl was crying. That is not the point of discussion here. Okay. What I'm trying to say is, see, when I introduce the girl to you for the first time, I used indefinite article a girl. But the same girl, when I speak about her for the second time, I use the definite article because the audience is well aware of the person I'm referring to. Okay, so that's the first important rule. Again, the book you're looking for is out of stock. This could be a response by a shopkeeper when you go to him asking for one particular book. Okay, and the book is not available, so the obvious response from the shopkeeper would be, the book you are looking for is out of stock. See, the book is already understood. Okay. Now, help the poor. The poor represents the entire poor class. Similarly, governments favor the rich. The rich represents the rich class in the world. Okay. The old need assistance for survival. The old refers to the aged people. Moving on to the next slide. How to pronounce the and the. This is often confusing to most of us, right? What is the actual pronunciation of the? Is it supposed to be pronounced as the or the? The answer would be, when we refer to a word which begins with a consonant, we are supposed to pronounce the word the as the, and when a word begins with a vowel sound, we are supposed to pronounce it as the. This is what the actual usage of the and the. So these are the examples: the table, the car, the chair, the computer. See, again this is going to be confusing. The Europeans or the Europeans. Though the letter begins with a vowel, it doesn't sound like a vowel. Europeans, this is what we already discussed, right? So this is obviously not the Europeans, this should be the Europeans. But that is not the case with this expression. The Indians, the word Indians begins with a vowel letter, right? So it begins with a vowel letter, that's the reason why we pronounce it as the Indians, okay? The Europeans, the Indians. The elephant, the umbrella, the apple, the ice cream. The ice cream which you bought yesterday was very delicious. Okay, so this is how the pronunciation of the definite article dies. That's it for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.